Hi, it's Andrew here from Underground Training, and in today's short video we are going to have a look and see how the easiest way to work out if mining is going to be for you or not. One of the biggest frustrations that everybody's got in the mining industry at the moment with the new starters is with all the gold and copper mines, especially the hard rock underground ones that we deal with. They get a lot of people turn up that are green, so they've got no mining knowledge on day one, and they only last a short amount of time because they don't understand what they're getting themselves into. And if you're one of these people that show up and you don't make it, it's going to be one of the worst sort of 6 to 12 months of your entire life, because you will have turned your life upside down completely to go and get one of these mining jobs around the country. So you'll quit your job, you'll moved across the country, only to last a week or 2 weeks in the job because you've got no idea what you're getting yourself into, and then you have to get yourself out of that situation, and that can take 6 to 12 months sometimes. So the big thing that I try and tell people to do is to have a look at our DIY Intro to Underground Mining course before they decide to go and do anything about getting a mining job, just to make sure whether you actually really want to go and do this mining job or not. It's $495, and it teaches you everything that the employer wants you to know, the good stuff and the bad stuff. The big thing that the employers like about the training is out of 100 people, we get 35 to 40 people that go, holy shit, if that's what mining is, I no longer want to do this. And out of the other 60 people, we get 45 people that study, they go and get a job, not a problem, and then we get 15 people that half-ass it. And like anything else in life, when you half-ass something, you're not going to get a good result. The whole reason that the employers are interviewing you for these jobs is because you're supposed to know how the mine works. If you could talk to them about ground support and development and taking your cart and firing your cart, and on the nipper side of things, if you can talk about, setting up headings and throwing bolts and watering down and know what the cat lamp signals are, and isolation and tagging, what stench gas is and refuge chambers and all that sort of stuff, it just puts you 6 to 8 weeks ahead of everybody else that they're interviewing for these jobs, and it gives you a really good sound platform to get into the industry where you've got a solid chance of success. It's all about setting you up to win in this and not setting you up to fail. We've got different choices that you can use. The DIY comes with full instructions on how to redo your resume, but if you want your resume done and some mentoring, we also do the Workready. There's lots of jobs all over Australia. Everybody in a hard rock underground mine is trying to hire people. Nobody wants to, because it costs them an obscene amount of money to bring people on. Just to get somebody driving a truck up a decline, by the time you put them through all the inductions and on-site equipment tickets and procedures and onboarding and all that sort of stuff, you won't get any change out of $20,000 or $30,000. And then out of those people that are costing you $20,000 to $30,000 just to onboard, they're losing 3 and 5 in the first 6 months. So for every 2 people that they're onboarding, most companies are spending between $60,000 and $75,000 just to get one successful person. So if you can show up and you can talk to them about how it all works, then it just puts you so far in front of everybody else it's not funny. And that's how we help people get jobs. It's very successful, but it's not a tick and flick course. It's an old-fashioned study course. You've got to learn the information for yourself for it to be successful. But if you do, you've got something to offer the employers. But most importantly, you'll know whether you actually want to go mining or not. Because if I had $5 for every time someone's put up their hand and say, get me the hell out of here, or worse, I would not be doing these videos at the moment. I'd be planning my next fishing or my next golf trip. It's pretty out there. People just jump into these mining jobs with rose-colored glasses on, thinking that everything's going to be sweet when, it's one of the hardest things that you'll ever do. And if you jump in green, it's 3 and 5 fail in the first 6 months, unfortunately. If you want to increase those chances, learn how it all works. The employers that hire people, the failure rate goes down to less than 10%. We still get people fail, but that's got more to do with them blowing up fertilizers than anything else. So I hope that information helps. If you've got any questions about getting into the industry, or you want to talk more about the training, feel free to contact me. The phone number's at the end of the video. Thanks.